Let me just say, Maryland has an unbelievable team. Great talent. Brenda Freese does a great job. So, we're excited about the win, and hopefully we can, even though we're able to win, hopefully we can learn from some of the things that we could do better. Real proud, especially of these three. You start with Kai down there. She just has a knack for hitting big shots. She did a great job on Owuzu. That freshman came in with a 5-to-1 assist to turnover ratio. She does a great job of setting teammates up, but also scoring on her own. I thought Kai did an awesome job on her. KJ, we're excited about Jada Boyd. Need to get her out there more. It's just tough because KJ's hard to take off the court. And, to get a double-double like she did tonight, both of these young ladies, the way they rebounded, I think we had a 24 rebound margin, which is unbelievable. But Elissa and KJ did most of the heavy lifting in that regard. And then Elissa to rebound like she did, but also to be a go-to player. We talked about at halftime, we got to get her touches. We were trying to, get a switch. They switched a lot, especially pick on the ball, things like that. So we wanted to get a matchup that was more favorable and get Elissa touches. In the first half, I thought our guards were trying to attack a little bit too much against the post instead of get the ball to the post on the guard. And in the second half, they did a much better job. And Elissa really stepped up and took on a big load for us. So, again, great win. It was tough, the wide trip, getting back at 11 o'clock Monday morning. These kids had to go to class immediately. A lot of people questioned, are you crazy scheduling a trip like that and then coming back and playing a team like Maryland? But thank goodness they bailed me out. So, again, a good win for our program.
What's the biggest difference I saw in the first half and the second half was Maryland's three-point shooting. 50% the first 20 minutes of the game. They took 5 shots the last 20 minutes and made.
Yeah, we did mix up the way we were defending pick on the ball to try to get out there on them a little better, but also just our guards did a better job of really being urgent and closing out and trying to make them put the ball on the floor. Watson had an unbelievable first half, and what a shooter she is, and then also Moxell. So those two in particular, the ones you got to focus on. In first half, we kind of lost track of that. Second half, I thought our transition defense was not good at times. We either gave up layups or we gave up open threes. We got to get better at those things. Those are things we can control. So we got to focus on those and taking care of the basketball a little bit better. So we got plenty of things to clean up. It's nice when you can learn from a win, though, instead of from a loss.
The Maryland coach said this game felt like it was built for March. How does a big game like this prepare you for March?
Yeah, I mean, again, our RPI right now is not as high as we'd like for it to be. Some of the teams that we've played early, just to be quite honest, they had better years a year ago. They were really highly ranked in the RPIs. This year they've not gotten off to as good a start. Hopefully they can pick that up. So we needed a win like this, against a top 10 program, and I think hopefully this does teach us a lot about ourselves and prepares us for the kind of size, athleticism, and just pure talent we're going to see later on down the road.
For any of the players, how big is a game like this to be challenged like this?
I think it's definitely I think every game's a challenge. I mean, we prepare. Coach says we prepare for each game and not take any game take every game as a big game. And I think for us, just having the confidence going in each other, and even in coach, just executing on offense and defense, just making every game a big game is just really good for us.
But what about the challenge? What are you guys about the challenge of playing a team this talented as that? This is, I would imagine, the best team that you guys have seen thus far, right?
Yeah, I think it was a good challenge for our team, like you said, playing a better team than we have played, I guess. But I think it was good for us to really test ourselves and see what we're made of, and it turned out pretty good for us.
Kayla and Elissa, can you talk about the rebounding advantage, what you guys were able to do to basically own the boards? You had 19 offensive rebounds. I think they had 13 defensive rebounds. So.
Coach really harps on crashing the boards, and then just box out. We knew what type of rebounder Kayla Charles was, and then number 1, So we just knew to box them out and keep them off the glass.
Yeah, building off that, I think it was a little hard to get touches in the paint, and so just crashing the board is where we're able to score a lot of times.
Yeah.
You mentioned it's hard to get the ball in the paint. There were times when they pushed you out. You squared up, went around on the dribble. Was that an aspect of your game that you hope to expand upon this year?
Yeah, a little bit.
Point guard.
I don't know if I like it that much. But yeah,
She
definitely.
made that one. Now I'm gonna have a hard time with it, okay? Goodness gracious.
But yeah, definitely. I mean, you get up and body somebody on the three-point line. I think anybody should be able to go around them so they can respect that.
Kai, in that fourth quarter, were you just taking what the defense gave you, or were you trying to kind of put the game away, trying to end it right there?
I think I was just trying to take what the defense gave me. Of course, I have to give it for my teammates for setting me up for those things. I mean, just going off of their screens and looking for those opportunities, but for the most part, going off of what they gave me. I mean, Maryland is a very challenging team, and I mean, it wasn't just a game that you can just put away with one possession.
Were you kind of feeling it, though, after that second three?
I mean, like I said, I was just giving it what the defense gave me.
Kai, Coach Freeze sat here a couple minutes ago and said coming into this game, she thought that you were going to be the X factor, and you kind of were. So, I mean, did it feel like Maryland was kind of keying in on you at defense at all, or did it just sort of, like you said, kind of take what the defense gave you?
Yeah, just take what the defense gave me. I think that their defensive just mindset was very aggressive. I think that they played a great defensive game all around. So.
After you hit a big shot and your teammates are going nuts on the bench, do you notice them at all?
I mean, yes and no. I try not to get too big-headed. I mean, Coach says not to celebrate after a possession because sometimes that kind of gives us a disadvantage because we focus too much on celebrating, and then they're running past us in transition. So we might need to work on that a little bit.
Two players, when you have somebody who's making big shots like that, do you start looking for her?
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I think we always look for Kai. Like she's always a good shooter. So
Especially when the shot clock going down.
Yeah.
Kai go, red.
Give it to Kai.
That's the play call.
You got it. But yeah, definitely.
Coach, Kai averaged, I think, 6.8 points for her first 4 games. She got 70 points in the last 5. Is she looking more for her offense? Have you asked her to look more for her offense? Can you talk about that a little bit?
Well, like I said, she's had a knack for hitting big shots, and you know, I just think she steps up, you know, at game time, whatever. You know, I'm proud of her. She's come a long way. You know, KJ, I look it up to try to encourage these freshmen a little bit. Their freshman year, KJ played 3 minutes a game, and Kai played 7 minutes a game. Now look at them. So they've worked hard, and like I said, I'm proud of them.
Wes, I know that coaches don't like to compare teams and compare years, but given the health of this team and the depth that you didn't have last year, is this team in a better place right now at this point of the season than maybe you were guys last year?
I mean, last year's team only won 21-0, so I don't think we're quite there yet. But I'm excited about them. But it's way too early, like I said, and you know, Kai's right. I was really upset. We were celebrating on shots, and Maryland was pushing it right back down there and shooting layups on us. It was very disappointing. So we got a lot. We got to clean that up. Our transition D. We got to take care of the basketball better. I am proud of the rebounding though, because there's been times early in the year I thought our rebounding was hurting us. Now again, these two did the heavy lifting, and so I got to look at how many the guards got. So, yeah, so, there's always things, you know, even after a big win like this, if we watch this film, they're going to walk out of there saying, did we win that game? So there's still a lot of stuff that we can get better at.
You have 2 games the next 24 days before the ACC kicks in. How do you approach the next 3+ weeks?
Yeah, like I said, this coming week, we're really going to let them recover a lot. We're going to let them focus on academics. And not that they don't do that all semester, but especially we want to free up as much time as we can for them. Let them, we've been on the road quite a bit the last 10 days, and we want to let them be able to concentrate on catching up academically. And they historically have done pretty well, but you know, it's time, crunch time here at the end of the semester, so we want them to really be able to have plenty of time to focus on that and finish this semester off right, and then we'll get back into basketball mode. We'll have Friday and Saturday 2 really good days of practice, hopefully for Sunday's game, and then I think we may take another day off and have 2 more days to prepare for our final game. But they got an opportunity to, you know, hopefully we'll watch this film, clean this stuff up a little bit, and and they can, again, recover a little bit, concentrate on getting their schoolwork done, and then they can enjoy a little break there at Christmas before we come back and crank it up.
Anything else for NC State? Thank you, everyone.
All right, thank you all.
Thanks, guys.